Okay, so morning guys, welcome to another review from me, Matt the Beta Berserker. Hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world, whatever you're getting up to and whatever you're doing. And I have another review for you this morning. Now before I start, a few things. Massive thank you to each and every one of you guys out there that's following me over on Instagram and supporting what I do, and also on my Viking Beard Mat over there, and also on my Bearded Berserker YouTube channel. And thank you for commenting, liking, watching my videos and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, because the reason that I set up my Instagram and YouTube channel is to work my ass off and try my hardest to try and promote, help and support and encourage these small brands out there, whatever it might be, and craftsmen out there that are making some amazing products, pouring so much love, time, effort, energy and skill into what they're doing, that I'm not really keen on massive brands. Because let's face it, massive brands, they can't, all their stuff is factory pumped out. It's kind of a bit soulless because it's mass produced. They know that as soon as they slap their name on something, it's just going to sell, and quality isn't necessarily great. Let's face it, they've got a shed ton of money that they can throw at marketing, promoting and advertising their products that these smaller brands and craftsmen don't have. So it was all about trying to help promote, support and encourage these guys out there to carry on doing what they're doing, because let's face it, if they do give up and stop doing it, only alternative we're going to have left are these huge massive brands, which isn't a good thing. We need to get behind them and support them. So with all the reviews I do on my channel, I am completely honest. It's one thing I've done from the beginning. Everything I do is honest, because I'm the same as you guys. I'm a consumer, and there's nothing worse than going out, earning cash, spending our money on products, whatever it might be, getting it home, they fall apart, don't live up to expectation, quality shoddy on it, and it just sits there gathering dust. We bin it, or we give it to someone we don't like as a Christmas or birthday present. And so I'm completely honest with my reviews. Everything I do is my own opinion, completely unbiased as well, and I'm not affiliated to any of these brands whatsoever. So if there's something I love about a product, I'll say why I love it. And constructively, again, if there's something I don't like about a product, I will say why I do not like it. As with all the reviews that I do, I will be putting links down below in the description box. And also, I have a massive Halloween special coming up, not obviously just yet because it's not Halloween, but on the 31st of October, it's going to be a nighttime one, lasts for a couple of hours. Got a few reviews coming in to do reviews. Going to be decorating my entire review room up, ready for it, doing a massive giveaway as well. So in order to be in with a chance of winning that giveaway, you are going to need to be watching on that night and commenting, because I'm going to ask a question. It's going to be the first one that answers a question, basically wins the giveaway. And it's going to be a big thing, because I'd done one last year and it seemed to go that well that everyone was saying, oh, you're going to do another one next year, are you going to do another one? And so, yeah, I am going to do another one. Okay, so that is that. Now, leading on to the review today, whether you know I'm into my Vikings and everything else, but I also love horror movies. Now, as a kid, just down the road from us, because we moved into the area sort of like 5 years ago, but we used to come on holiday here. And down the road is Britain's largest joke shop. And as a kid in the 70s and early 80s, I remember walking into this joke shop, which is massive. Like I say, it's the largest one in Britain. And all around the top, on sort of like 5 tiers, they had all these wigs and masks and everything. And I just used to look up, sort of jaw open, in sort of awe of all these masks and everything. And growing up in the 70s and early 80s, obviously we had the sort of like original sort of like slasher stroke horror movies that come out. My personal favourites are Friday the 13th, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Not overly keen on these new ones and everything out there, although some of the remakes of the older films, in my opinion, are good, and I do enjoy watching them. I've watched all the Texas Chainsaw Massacres, all of the Friday the 13th, all of the Halloweens and everything. There's a couple more Halloweens coming out in the next couple of years as well. And absolutely love it, you know. And unfortunately, as a child, my parents, being good, God-loving parents that they are, bless them, they weren't into Halloween because it was Halloween and going out trick-or-treating is seen as begging and everything. So I was never allowed this. And as soon as I sort of left school and sort of like moved out and everything like that, I was going out and buying myself masks and everything, which deteriorated over the years. But I've always had this kind of love for it. And the review I have today is a mask, and I'm trying to get some more Halloween bits and pieces in to sort of like to review and everything leading up to my Halloween special. And a chap from Se7en Studios has sent through a mask for me to have a look at, see what I think of, give you guys my honest opinion, and I will be putting links down below in the description box. And this is the card that arrived in the box. Now, the box arrived yesterday, 24-hour delivery from Parcel Force. Turned up about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so that is good going. And fairly large box turned up. I'm not going to show you what a box looks like because you know what a box is. Inside was his card, a mass of bubble wrap and a mask. And I felt like a kid opening this, if you know what I mean. If you ever have it where you've got a present through or something like that, you kind of know what's inside it, your heart's beating and everything. That is how I felt unboxing this. And I will show you in just a second what he has sent through. Now, like I say, Se7en Studios is based in the UK. And he does what's known as a repainting service. He also sells masks and everything. He doesn't make them, but he offers repainting service, or the mask that he does have in, he will repaint, which we'll go into in depth in just a second. And he has sent through a mask for me to have a look at. And here it is on my polystyrene bust. Look, it's William Shatner. Well, that's originally who the mask was, based on William Shatner. But no, as you know, this is Michael Myers. Not Michael Myers as in, what's his name? So I Married an Axe Murderer and can't think of the name, what was it? Austin Powers, that's the one. But good old Michael Myers. And the mask that he has sent through, need me glasses for my notes. This is obviously from the Halloween films, and this one itself is the 2018 version. The mask itself was created by Trick or Treat Studios in the US, and he does basically gets these masks in, or you can send your mask to him, which we'll be talking about in just a minute, and he will repaint them up and sort of alter them and everything to the kind of film that you're after. Now, the mask itself is, like I say, 2018 Michael Myers mask from Trick or Treat Studios, and it's been sculpted, the mask itself, by Justin Mulberry, Christopher Nelson and Vincent Van Dyke, and the mask itself is directly from the master that was used in the 2018 Halloween film. Sorry, I've got notes in front of me and I need to get all of this into the review. And basically, his steps on the mask is, this is basically a repaint version of the 2018 mask. It's a more affordable version of the mask, and it's repainted over the factory paint and restyled stock hair, unlike a premium version of the mask that he does, which he strips the hair. And he uses the highest quality materials to repaint his masks, and it's all film grade stuff, and it's apparently not cheap. And there are many steps in doing this, and he can't go into all of them, but loads of different techniques and many different hours that obviously go into creating this piece. He doesn't spend all day doing them because it's kind of a bit of a hobby, and so he does them in the evenings and everything. And so obviously it's hard to say how long it takes from start to finish. And basically on this mask, what he's done is his own thing with it. The mask itself is the 2018, but he's basically freestyled it. Now, why is his nose sticking out through his eye socket? I don't know. We've got there you go, that's better. So yeah, basically he's done his own thing on it and freestyled it. It basically makes it more fun for him, and everything you can do, your original looks and everything in between, which he will do for you. And basically what he's tried to do is still try to keep how the mask looks and everything, but putting his own sort of flair into it. And while still here, you can see close up the way the paint is laid on top of one another. This gives really good effects on the camera. The way I layer paint in some, or the way he layers his paint in some areas of the mask is referenced from some of the production masks from the film. Most people don't see it in public because it hides and blends really well with the camera, lighting, and most cameras, unless you're up close. And I'm just going to swivel it around. You've got the bullet hole in the side of the neck, little ear hole, little slit in the mouth, a couple of little nostril holes, and the eye holes. And like I say, if you didn't know, this was actually based on a William Shatner mask that when they originally made their Halloween films, they sent the prop guy into town to go and buy a mask for the film, and he either was going to come back with he came back with the clown mask and the William Shatner mask. They were looking for something sort of like featureless and looks absolutely nothing like William Shatner, nor did the original. They went with it, and it took on the name as The Shape, as well as Michael Myers, and they said it looked more disturbing because it was kind of a motionless face. And just swiveling it around so you can see some of the details on it. And in my opinion, I prefer the worn look of the more modern films to the classic sort of white-faced one. So this has been aged, it's got yellow in there, and it does look like it's been sitting around for years and years and years. You can see all the cracks and everything in it, and it is just stunning. Now, like I say, he does two different versions of the Halloween mask. He does this one, which is the cheaper alternative, and so you can either send your own mask in and he'll repaint it up, or he's already got them in stock and he'll paint them up. So the price version of this one is around about £140, and if you want to buy the mask already finished from him, you're looking at around £200. And I think, because I nipped down a joke shop yesterday once this had turned up, and I went and had a look at the masks that were in there. Now, when I was, move that out of the way so the light shines back. When I was a kid, these masks seemed mentally good. But now with kind of like all the effects and the quality of the products that's being used in the masks and everything, absolutely phenomenal. And I was looking at this Michael Myers one in the joke shop yesterday and went, that's really, really shit. And to sit there and for a couple of hours yesterday, literally gone around this thing with a fine tooth comb, to then going down there and seeing it, it was kind of like a difference between light and day, if you know what I mean, or night and day. And so I can see why this sort of thing is expensive, because a lot of people do cosplay and stuff like that, and this is absolutely phenomenal. Now, what he also does is a premium version of the mask on a send-in, which is £250 or £300 to purchase the mask as well as the paint job. And basically it speaks for itself, that it can be seen on his page with he referenced pictures of the main hero mask used throughout the film, and believe it's the closest rehaul out there at the moment. It's taken me as Halloween fan, not an artist. His mask prices could be going up though, as all this work can sometimes be out of balance on what I'm paid for it. This is something you can see coming in the top artists out there doing the H40 or H40 masks. And basically with that mask, he will take all the hair off from it, re-hair it, re-wig it, whatever you want to call it, and strip all the paint off, whereas this has been painted over the factory original from Trick or Treat Studios. The other one that he does, the premium one, literally strips everything completely back to bare mask and then repaints it from scratch. Now, to be honest with you, if this is the price, £140 or £200 for the kind of like the cheaper version of the two, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It just is just mentally good, if you know what I mean. And I don't think, unless you went to one of these people that goes out there and repaints the masks and does everything, that you could find better. The actual hair itself is kind of like shaped and it feels styled, if you know what I mean. It's got a hardness to it, almost like it's been hairsprayed and everything. Obviously, the original William Shatner mask, they decided to make the eye holes bigger, remove the eyebrows from it, take off the sideburns from it. But the original was a Michael Myers. And if I just gently, you can see the label in there, 2018 Miramax LLC, all rights reserved, Miramax and Halloween are the trademarks. And also something I really like about it is, as you can see, here's signed the inside of it. And it's one of those things that I never really want to wear, if you know what I mean. I did wear it from a photo over on Instagram, and it does get very hot inside very quickly. But it is just stunning, you know, and it's going to sit there on in my review room. And the thing that I like about this mask the most, because I don't know whether I mentioned it in another mask review that I done, that as a kid I went out and bought a Texas Chainsaw, well, not as a kid, but in my teens I went out and bought a Texas Chainsaw Massacre mask. And that was like wearing a pillowcase on my head. It was that big. Whereas this one is a lot more fitted. You could literally swivel your head around in the leather face mask, and the mask would kind of swivel around your whole head and everything. This is a lot more comfortable fit. Everything lines up from the eyes to the nose to the mouth and everything. Like I say, it does get hot inside it because you're wearing a full latex head mask. But I'm just going to spin it round so you can look at all the detailing in it. From kind of like the rotting patches and everything where it looks decayed. I mean, even the work that's gone into kind of like there's faint blood marks around the eye socket from what I can see. Yeah, faint blood marks. There's blood on the chin and everything. And all the tiny little sort of imperfections and everything, which kind of makes it what it is. And it's just absolutely mental. And I'm not going to award it points because different people have different ideas of doing it and everything. All I can say is what is done is an absolutely magnificent job, to the point that in my Halloween special I am going to be doing another re-review of this because it is so good. I just can't. I've had it over there on the worktop yesterday, or on the cabinet yesterday. Mrs. was watching TV last night, and all I could do is just sit there looking at it like a sort of awe-inspired schoolchild. And it is just a complete mental thing and a thing of beauty. And I cannot thank spitting everywhere. I cannot thank Se7en Studios enough for sending this through to review. I really hope that they do carry it, or he does carry on doing what he is doing, because he's doing fantastic work and service. I could not do anything like that. I just spray the thing white and that'll do. So absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much to Se7en Studios for sending that through. It is a thing of beauty, if you can call Michael Myers' mask a thing of beauty, but the artistry and craft work that has gone into that is absolutely mind-blowing. Links will be down below. I hope you have enjoyed this review. I would love to do a lot more mask reviews. So if there is anyone out there that is creating masks and stuff like that, I would love to help, only if you're a small brand or a craftsman, not a massive brand. So if you're a massive brand, don't get in touch. But I would love to do a lot more mask reviews and stuff, and kind of build up a collection in my review room and behind me on my unit and everything. So please get in touch with me, either direct message me over there on Instagram, send us a comment down below, or email me at mattrp74, all lowercase, at outlook.com. But thank you guys for that. Thank you so much for Se7en Studios. You made me feel like a kid again. Have a wonderful day. Keep on taking care of each other. Keep on looking after each other. Keep on helping and supporting each other. And above all, keep on loving each other and growing those beards if you're growing one. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next review. From me, Matt, the Bearded Berserker. Have a great day. Thank you, guys.